All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Monday. How's everybody doing? Getting started a little late. I've been working, but we're here. We're trying to break 25.5. This white line, that is resistance. We started to come over it this afternoon and it didn't hold yet again. So here we are, still overall low volume. I mean, Dogecoin is up 2% on the day. Bitcoin's not even up 1%. So again, when we start seeing green, Dogecoin does a little better than Bitcoin most times. So we have that. But overall, it's still a sideways pattern as we zoom out and we look at this. It is sideways, guys. Just a little wave right around this white dashed line, trying to get above it since last Sunday's big dip because of the tariff fears. And what do we have again today? Tariffs. Yes, more tariff stuff. Overall, we didn't dump though, right? So there is the silver lining. The silver lining, we didn't dump on aluminum, steel, whatever else Trump is going to talk about. More tariff. But EU tariff, is it going to be an EU tariff too? Is there going to be... I think crypto's kind of priced it all in now, is my guess. Kind of priced it all in. So here we are. Again, low volume. There's just not much trading here. This is on a 4-hour chart, just not much there. And we're just drifting sideways. I mean, on the 4-hour chart, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive green candles. But we had that before. We had that on Saturday. From Friday night to Saturday, we had those and it just came back down. So here we go again. Another attempt to get up. Let me get down here in the corner. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Got a little late start today. You know, I am a working man. I do have a job that isn't just watching crypto charts. But I'll take a green day better than a red day any day. So what's going on? ETH, new Trump tariff spell caution. Bitcoin, ETH, Doge. How Trump tariffs may impact cryptos. And I'm just saying right now, I think it's all kind of priced in. A fresh round of tariffs. A lack of short-term catalysts. We have that right now, except we think Dogecoin has a big one coming up in 2 weeks. Tariffs introduce economic uncertainty by potentially escalating trade wars, which can lead to market volatility. Some traders say ETH could be further impacted as sentiment for crypto fades down, adding to an already tumultuous year. ETH just continues to get pummeled, just not going anywhere. And there's all this talk about like, where is ETH getting their fees? And there's a lot of selling of ETH. We think Base, like Coinbase, has been selling ETH because as things work on Base, there is ETH that is deposited then into Coinbase, and Coinbase is selling it. They sell the ETH, which is this constant selling pressure. So everyone was waiting for ETH to take off. Not yet. But Trump said on Sunday he's going to introduce 25% tariffs on all steel and aluminum imports into the U.S. on top of existing duties, with reciprocal tariffs later in the week applicable to all countries. So guys, it's not ending. It's not ending. So this tariff thing is really a pain for crypto prices. You want crypto prices to go up, Trump's got to stop throwing all this tariff stuff around. But we know why he's doing it in the bigger picture, to help the United States get to a point where we can have a balanced budget and not be sending all this money to all these other countries all the time. And Doge is working on that. And of course, there's legal battles and all of that stuff going on with Elon and his team and what they're allowed to do and not do and all of that. The Dems are fighting them all the way. The bigger picture is still balance the budget, reduce the debt, and that'll be good for the United States. For you guys that are in other countries around the world, you must be looking at us going, what is going on in the United States? You guys are nuts. Well, we were headed toward bankruptcy, some were saying, if we didn't do this, and it's being done. And for the most part, the people who are yelling the most are probably the ones that were grifting the most off of the Biden administration's money handouts that were being siphoned through USAID and a bunch of these other regulatory agencies that nobody was watching over their shoulder what they were doing. Unbelievable. So that is all being uncovered, but it's painful. And now we have the tariff thing as well, and that is just not helping. Not helping. Yeah, those ETH gas fees are like the lowest they've been in years because nobody's using it. Nobody's using ETH. There's this layer 2 stuff going on between Base, Optimism, Arbitrum. Not a lot on Optimism and Arbitrum, but a lot on Base. And so there's no real direct contact much with the Ethereum blockchain itself. So no volume, no fees. So the ETH fees are down. But yeah, how dare they regulate my theft? Exactly, TV. How dare they do that? So that's really what's going on, guys, is really that. It's all of this tariff stuff that is just keeping us going sideways. It's keeping this thing from taking off. And and the other thing is where's the money going to come from? Where's the liquidity? Where are the new buyers? Are they going to come rushing in? Is there money sitting on the sidelines? I don't think there is compared to 2021. Because we still have inflation. And now we've got maybe even more people being out of work. So kind of a tough little economy going on. Dogecoin sell-off. Is it over? Is it over? Well, some are calling for Doge a strong buy now that we're down in the low to mid 20s. So has Dogecoin completed its correction? Now, we can go through all the technical analysis stuff, which is what this article does. TA this, fib line this, golden pocket that. None of that matters. It's still going to be all around leverage and price sentiment. And is there enough demand for particularly Dogecoin to go up? Are a lot of people sitting on the sidelines waiting for Doge to start to move before they buy? I know a lot are waiting for the price to drop lower before they buy. I hear that. Oh, I won't buy till it's 12 cents. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. Some are saying 18 cents. Critical support range between 24 cents and 18 cents. So that's what they call the low. Huge supply. The huge supply turned into a demand zone. So this is a very good place to accumulate Dogecoin. And then we can get into technical analysis. But what's going on? Doge's market position, potential catalysts. That's what we're talking about, potential catalysts. And I talked about this over the weekend. We've got Elon Musk's X platform integration. Again, this is not happening this year. This is not happening. X is most likely going to start the X payments. That's going to come out. It's going to be fiat. They have Visa as a partner. Just however many United States that they actually have money transmitter licenses for. Last I heard, that was like 39. Are they going to have more by early fall? It's when I'm still predicting this is going to happen. But Doge will be excited. The Doge family will be very excited about it, even though if Dogecoin's not on it, because we think that's still going to come. So there will be some hype around that. There will be others who obviously don't watch me, don't listen to me, that think, oh, there's no Doge. Doge sucks. Doge is dead. It's never going to be on X. And I'm just like, they're not even trying to have it on day one. Be there. It's still going to happen, regardless, because that's how people are. If Doge gains real-world utility as a tipping currency or payment option, demand could skyrocket. That is for X. However, we've been talking the past 2 days about Tim Stebbing, the Dogecoin Foundation, and such pay, and this big news that's going to come out now in less than 2 weeks. And what is this going to be? Stebbing says it's going to be all over the news. I don't know if it's going to be that big. It'll be in the crypto news, but is it going to be in mainstream news? Is it going to be that big? That remains to be seen. But that would be huge, and that's why I'm still thinking pretty good February ahead. We've got the overall meme coin market growth, which, as we talked about yesterday, I mean, how many more meme tokens? I saw something this morning. There were 56,000 tokens created on Solana yesterday. In one day. In one day, there were 56,000 tokens created on Solana. It's like, come on, what the heck? I'm kind of hoping now that the United States regulates the hell out of pump.fun and just bans it completely. Unregistered securities, just ban the thing, get it over with. If it tanks Solana, it tanks Solana. I don't care. Because that's just not helping cryptocurrency. Because 99% of those end up going to zero or never go anywhere. And what's going to happen with the bigger meme coins, meme tokens, Pepe, Sheeb, WIF, Bonk, those, they've got big followings, they got big support. They're not dropping that far. I mean, WIF already did kind of drop. Starting to make a little comeback. And our friendly fart coin is back, if you noticed. Fart coin is up. And then political influence, former US President Donald Trump's return back to the presidency. And we know what happened with his meme token. Sucked the liquidity out of the whole meme market right before the inauguration. And then has continued to dump in price. So is now the right time to buy Dogecoin? Dogecoin is trading around 25 cents. Seems to be a good price to accumulate. Analysts caution Doge's reliance on hype and sentiment make it inherently volatile. If you can't handle the volatility of Dogecoin, you probably shouldn't be trading it then. You shouldn't be investing in it. So we'll see how that plays out. Dogecoin market cap hits 3-month low. Confidence wanes. And I hear it. I hear it from you guys, both in the comments and in the chat. At this point, you're in it. You own it. So do you continue to hodl and wait for this other news to finally come around? I think in 2 weeks, we got something big coming. I mean, at least 2 weeks, right? At least 2 weeks. I still think there's going to be a slow summer involved. And I think the fall, this cycle is probably when a lot of things are going to happen. So it's completely different from 2021. It's a completely different cycle for Doge from 2021. And that's how Dogecoin trades, though. And then we've got the Trump thing, and I kind of got ahead of myself there. Trump, Solana, meme coin sinks lower. Bitcoin and Doge are holding steady, but the Trump token not doing so great. World Liberty Finance continues to buy a bunch of Link and ETH and other things. They're actually down on most of their investments because they were buying when things were higher last month. Dollar cost averaging down, right? DCA down. So we can look at a bunch of these tokens, a bunch of prices that are going on. Algorand is up 4%. We've got Litecoin up at $120. So Litecoin has actually been moving up. And a few other movers, Jasmy starting to move up here. Again, consecutive green candles we're seeing. Oasis Rose had a nice little run up, retraced a little. Stacks almost back to $1, again recovering from a drop. So we have a lot of that we can look at. I'll get back to zoomed in and we'll see how you guys are doing. The stepping news on mainstream about Doge would be huge. Kind of hard to believe right now. Yeah, Adam, I mean, he said it'll be in the news, but I kind of doubt it. Stuff that happens just within Dogecoin and it really doesn't reach out unless there's like a huge price spike. Then it might reach mainstream. Only if Doge like doubles in price or something. Big FOMO coming in. And then the mainstream news will go, oh, what's going on with Dogecoin? But until then, just based on the news, they're not going to cover it. Trump should tariff all crypto except the Trump token. Put tariffs on cryptos. Yep, not going to make it. A lot are not going to make it. Yep, the one hold longer, no backing out now. Yeah, 56,000 tokens created yesterday on Solana. 56,000. Many of them never get any money put in them. They're just created. People pay whatever the minimum SOL is to create the token, but they don't have a bunch of money to throw in there for liquidity. So the thing's created and nobody buys any, and there's a lot of those. But then there's a lot of pumps that end up dumping too. Doge dominance. I almost bought 250,000 Doge this morning, still gun shy. I get it. I get it. I mean, it's all set up for another big dip to sweep out more leverage. That is true. Many are waiting for tax returns. The tax returns will be okay, but it's not huge dollars for the most part. Happy Monday. What's up? Hey, Ryan. Mars is in the house. SP. It's all good, guys. Just another day. Sideways trading, low volume. Elon just replied to Chuck Schumer. Look into the Schumer guy. He definitely did some crimes. Whoa, Elon. Wow. Elon's not holding back. While Bitcoin struggled to break above 98,000, this does not preclude a rally beyond 100,000, particularly given the Bitcoin is still Bitcoin. I mean, nothing changes. It still has institutional buying. It's just not going to see big spikes. It's not going to be big spikes up. It's not going to see big spikes down. I think those days are over. Bitcoin is just getting too big. And I mean, it still can be moved by the market makers in order to take out leverage, particularly when there's bad news down or good news up. A new Hood meme token. Support from Wall Street bets. Awesome. Something is simmering. Someone is buying. Copy paste. Yeah, copy paste chats in. Just Yeah. XRP to 1,000. Dream on. Dream on, big dog. 1,000. Starting to worry, the bear cycle has arrived. It's a different cycle than 2021, obviously, but there's no reason to think it's a full bear market. There's still talk about quantitative tightening, turning over to quantitative easing, and the global money supply can still crank up, tame inflation a little bit more, and we could see that. I almost casually threw down 60K. Wasn't that million thing funny this morning, Max? I actually put my top note in there. It's like, guys, I'm not saying Dogecoin's going to $1 million. And of course, there's a comment. It's like, you're being unrealistic. It's like, I didn't say Doge was going to go to $1 million. Did you watch the freaking video? So funny. It's so funny. That's not what I said. God, $1 million Dogecoin. Watch the video, you'll learn what I was actually talking about. What will the ETF do to the Doge price? I think it'll be positive. You just get a lot of people buying into the ETF that normally wouldn't buy something like a meme coin. It'll happen. There'll be demand for it. Particularly if something big happens with Doge and you get some of these BlackRock clients saying to their brokers, get me some of that meme coin Doge, and they'll buy the ETF. Hey Jay, how are you? Given the current market circumstances, how high can Dogecoin go with the news that would come out? You know, you could see it spiking maybe back up to 40 cents or so. I mean, that was my guess. But it needs to grow though, so that you get new people coming in, because the money right now is so spread out in so many different cryptos. To get that concentration coming back into Doge, that's going to take quite the effort. ETH. I don't know, SPL. ETH still has a lot of negative vibes around it. And it's just not making up much ground against Bitcoin. That's for sure. XRP 350. 350, you think? It's 242 now. How high did it go? It hit 339 mid-January. 339. And since then, it's just been down. Well, just like everything else, though. It had a huge long tail, though, on the daily a week ago. That was from that Sunday night. Back up. But we're not recovering yet. But we are green for the day. Hi, Demi. I hope all is good. And this Litecoin move, that's pretty big. Pretty consistent from yesterday. Nice move up. 12% move. Universe Parallel, 17-cent Doge. And I get it. A lot of people are seeing more pain coming. But if you believe in Dogecoin long term, look for those big red wicks down. I did hear about Elon having a Doge dollar taped to his laptop. It's been there a while. Somebody recently took a photo of it and posted it. Just to remind everyone, still there. You enjoyed my $1 million video this morning, Ryan? It was a good video. It was fun. You know, just a little fun. If I do it, they're just holding it right in the capitulation zone. Bad time to jump in so deep. You want that big, deep dip again, right? Had it a week ago. I know about that $1 million video. I've been watching it. It's like the mainstream media. You say one thing and people turn it all around, take it out of context. They don't pay attention. They don't actually watch the freaking video. Well, it's a stupid thing to say, Doge going to $1 million. I didn't say that. I knew that would happen. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Hoping for a special message? I pick up questions when I see them, big dog. I don't get every question, dude. This isn't that kind of channel. I would never catch up. So I skip. I look and see what I spend too much time answering a question. Then when I look back, some have already gone by. So I apologize. But I'm not going to scroll back up and look for your question. Dogecoin is not fun and is nothing special. Stephen, just another investment and a letdown. Wow. Okay, well, maybe Fartcoin will start alt season. The farts and the Doge. Can we take a look at the heat map? Your favorite chart, DW? Sure. What is going on in the world of the heat map? Oh, man. Lot of longs down here on Bitcoin. Look at these. All these big, bright yellow lines. That's not good. That tells to me Bitcoin's going to go down to 96K. That's what that says to me. 96K. Don't like that. See what Doge looks like. Doge really not anything huge, probably. Yeah, there's a yellow one here at 24.5. We're at 25.5. So that would be a big drop for Doge to go down there. But if Bitcoin's going to go seeking 96K, we could see Doge drop to 24.5. So for those looking for a dip, that would be my target entry point right now. Short-term time frame, 24.5. That's what I see. Yeah, Claire, that Stebbings update is great. I did a whole video on it over the weekend. A deep dive into what Tim said and what it's about. So take a look at that. There was no Elon Super Bowl ad. People all getting hyped up. I don't know where that came from, this $40 million and 4 or 8 ads or whatever. I was like, no. There was no ad. Doge to 0. Wowzack. You short it all to hell then, won't you? Just short it. That's what you think. Down pressure slowing down, maybe. But there's no H. Ryan, no H. You're the OG H, Ryan. No pain, no gain. That's usually pretty true. No ETH, more Doge. I talk about ETH just as a reference point because it does play into this whole alt season narrative. There are still many who believe ETH needs to go on a run first before we have a true alt season. I'm saying we could skip ETH and Doge could leave. Doge could lead the next alt season. So that's actually what happened in 2021. It was Doge that made the first move. Tesla chart? I can look at Tesla. Sure. Tesla had a big sell-off from 430 down to 360. Now it's at 350. Wow. So yeah, Tesla not looking very strong right now. I sold up here at 432. That's where I sold my Tesla stock. 432. Got it up here. So that ended up being a good time to sell. 432. Because this is not a good looking chart right now. And I don't know why it's selling off as much as it is. Shanghai, China sales are still doing well. Sales across the country still doing well. So I don't know. But there is some negative sentiment there with Tesla. Meanwhile, Doge is just flattening out. Is crypto too mainstream? You always hear when your great aunt starts talking about crypto, it's time to sell. Maybe it's starting to be. And maybe we won't see that huge volatility we used to have, except for some fart coin or something, whatever the next thing is, right? I don't know. Why is an ETF positive for the price? It's more people buying. The actual buying and selling of the ETF has no effect. But the company that is holding that ETF, as more and more people buy that ETF, that company needs to buy the crypto as an underlying asset. That's why it's positive. SWI is coming back up finally after a big dip. Yes. So it was down here at right below $3. Good time to buy below 3, now up to 322. So again, 5 consecutive green candles on a 4-hour chart. Pretty good. That's what Doge has going on right now. Wasn't that a fun one, Susan? I told you guys yesterday in the live stream that there was going to be a fun one on Monday morning. I had it all planned out already. $1 million Dogecoin. No ETH means more Doge in your pockets. I did say 1 million. I didn't say 1 million what though, right? And then you watch the video and then it all makes sense. There were 2 themes there. First theme, what would you do if you had $1 million? I didn't say $1 million in Doge. It's just $1 million. And then the second is, there are many who are still forecasting Bitcoin's price to go to $1 million. What would the corresponding Dogecoin price be? And don't say $1 million. Way too many Dogecoins out there. I know. Isn't that the best answer to a chat question? Is why I didn't answer your real question? Sorry, man, didn't see it. Ask it again. Maybe I'll see it next time. I know, right, Matt? That tells you how low the attention is of a lot of people. It's just like the comments they make are just like, really? You got that? Really? I did see the MJ one though. You're right, Raiden. I was on that one. I knew it was coming. Got him. Fake new account. I do like Chainlink. Chainlink's going to be great. Unfortunately, I had to sell mine because I'd like to buy back in, but I'm not going to be having a huge bag of alts again. So I sold right around $21, I believe. Is that right? $22. It was right there. Saturday night. Somewhere in there. $22 something. But I hear the Trumps and the World Liberty Finance buying a bunch of Chainlink. I don't know what their plans are for it, but that could be huge. My goodness. If anyone thinks Doge is going to $1 million, they're not going to make it. There we are, another one. NGMI. You are not going to make it, right? I was excited to look at my Robinhood wallet and see the Doge prize at $1 million. $1 million to $1 billion, sure. Jay, it's still, the bull run is still panning out just like my 2025 Dogecoin price prediction video. Hasn't changed. Oh, you redid your question about me tuning into other YouTube Dogers. Occasionally, I just don't have a lot of time. When I'm tuning in, I'm trying to get more of an overall crypto view. Many times it's Ivan on Tech in the morning when I wake up because he's got the most recent stream that he does from Europe, and it's like 3 a.m. mine time, so I can never see him live, but I catch what he's saying, get the big picture. But watching other Doge YouTubers, rarely do I actually watch them. I do my own thing. Elon does not advertise Teslas. And there was not going to be a Super Bowl ad for Doge or whatever people were saying. Doge is going to pump on Doge Day 420. That's said every year. And it fails to do very well every year. Stemmings just posted on X some cool looking Doge boxes. Doge boxes. Really? Doge boxes. Back at work. Doge boxes. Came in early to see what's been happening while I was away. Found the first 40x Doge boxes fully assembled and ready to go. Run a node in your home without being a tech nerd. So these are for running nodes. Doge boxes. Help support the network. Okay. Doge boxes. Is it possible all of these tariffs could hurt the US dollar? No. Trump wants a strong US dollar. He'll do anything he can to make it even stronger. I think he knows what he's doing. We each buy 10 Doge in 5 minutes. Oh, you guys. 10 Doge. Woohoo! The Rhines are at it. Doge is following ETH instead of Bitcoin. Yeah, well, ETH is up 1.2%. Doge is up 1.8. So Doge is even higher than ETH today, as of now. Hey, Drew, how are you? This is so different from 2021. Yes, I agree. What's up with Bitcoin dominance? It's not at 71%. There might be somebody else's Bitcoin dominance. No, it's 61%. 61% Dogecoin dominance here. 71, that would be huge. No. That would be like alt season being a bear market while it's still a bull for Bitcoin. That's Bitcoin going up and everything else going down. And I don't see that happening. So, no. Honestly, I think people are just mad at Elon. So that's the Tesla stock selling is just all the Democrats are selling their Tesla stock. Oh. Do you think DCAing Trump token is? I wouldn't. I have my Trump token. I'm not buying anymore. I'm just going to let it ride out what I got. But buying more, I wouldn't risk it. And then it goes at 2x and it's up over $30 again before you know it. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to that thing. Mad at Elon. I know. Mad at Elon. Like I said, it's like you have money in the bank and it gets stolen, right? You get an auditor. Auditor comes in and they find out how the money got stolen. And then everybody's mad at the auditor and not the actual people that were stealing the money. Come on. Oh, you're welcome, the one. Appreciate it. How we doing on likes, guys? How we doing on likes? Wow, 337 people here and only 74 likes. Got to get to 100 likes at least, guys. 100 likes. Next target. Doesn't take much. There's good information here, guys. You don't get this anywhere else. What's up, Charles? People think that you say in your videos reminds me of the book Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. I do. I have read that book. But this is like... Wei, how are you? Your ADA transaction was on hold and didn't go through. Wow. You were able to get a refund. That's great news, Wei. Next time, do a test transfer with a small little bit. Just like one ADA token. Do a test transfer. And make sure that test transfer goes through. And then send the rest. We were talking about that. I don't know why somebody's putting a wallet address in here. We don't need that. Yes, my Super Bowl team won last night. Waiting for CDC to show up. Because here's what I'm going to do, guys. If CDC pays me 42 Doge, I'm going to have a contest. And I'm going to give it away. I'm just going to turn it right back around and give it to you guys. But CDC has to show up. So we'll see. I hear Dogecoin voices. Well, the Dogecoin chart is always around, that's for sure. there are indications of an impending uptrend. We've been following this news about SuchPay and Dogecoin, relationships, partnerships. Something's brewing. Something is brewing. There's an anti-money laundering rule, and it saved you. Wow. If Doge goes to 1 million, my heart attack will be epic. Why do I see Dogecoin's market cap ramping down every day? Today it's in the green, up almost 2%. You know how to rile me, don't you, Max? You know how to get to me. You can stay up. Wanted to pop in. Good to see you, RR. Glad you made it. Wei, however, did not sleep for days, I'm sure. Man. If the war in Ukraine ends, I don't expect a huge bullish reaction. I think it's kind of expected now. That's part of the whole Trump winning the presidency. He said he was going to end the war. Thank you, Frogger. Did anyone else notice the extreme advertisements? Harrison Ford sounding like he was writing his will just to sell it cheap. I know, there were some odd ones, that's for sure. There were some odd ones. I like the Stella Artois one that was kind of near the end. I laughed out loud at that one. It was the whole thing with Matt Damon. It was just hilarious. It was the David Beckham, and David had a twin brother, and it ended up being like Matt Damon dressed up as David Beckham. I thought that was hilarious. I think it's just running a node, Adam. I think the Doge box is just running a node. It's not a miner. You support Doge, buying every day. I'm going to be buying. Yes, indeed. Will the price be higher? Maybe. I can't buy now. I'm buying a house next week. All my money's going into that house that I have as money. Everything else I've got in crypto. I don't have available cash. Thank you, Greg. How are you? Appreciate the super chat, man. Keep up the great work. Like and subscribe, everyone. See, even Greg puts in a super chat for everyone to like and subscribe. Now we are over 100 likes. That is awesome. Everybody else, you got to subscribe. Did you hear about Trump might lose his power? No. No. He's not going to lose his power. Not happening. Given all the hype created around XRP, the price breaking out into double digits, I don't see it. There's way too many XRP tokens out there. People are just getting all... Please check H-bar and peak, Ricky man. H-bar is at 23 cents. I am on the 4-hour chart. Yeah. 23 cents. It had dipped down to about 18 cents a week ago Sunday, recovered up to 28, and has settled down in the 23s. Again, almost every other crypto has a very similar chart right now, just flattening out in the zone, accumulation zone, waiting for the next move. So that's pretty typical. Peak, however, has not been going sideways. Unfortunately, it's kind of been drifting down a little. So, yeah, not very strong on the peak chart. Why it's dropping down like that? I think people are just tired of waiting for something to happen. So, not great. Again, as I've said, long hold though. Great project. It's not a meme. It's not something that doesn't have any utility. Look it up. Utility's there. It's just fallen down. So yeah, not great. I support Doge. Buy every dip. Dippity doo. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about Trump losing his power as president. That's not going to happen. Elon getting hate. Algorand actually started trading pretty well. Hit 29 cents here, but it's on the upper end of this sideways trading instead of the lower end like a lot of others. So it's not really huge, but a 5% gain is a 5% gain. It dropped down to 22 cents on the dip, came up to 31, and now at 28.9, about 29. Again, all of this is just waiting for the next big crypto move. Harry 2.0 joined. Well, Harry, welcome again. I don't know what happened to Harry 1. What happened to Harry 1? Oh, your time ran out? House is in the back. One more week. I'm starting to pack now. Starting to pack. The waste is mind-boggling. Every day, it's just amazing the stuff they find and put out there where our tax dollars were going. Absolutely amazing. And the Democrats are jumping up and down, screaming and yelling. And it's like, you're funding like transgender clinics and operas and crap like that through our tax dollars. It's like, I don't want to pay for that crap. Being a member of the KrissPax channel is more important than buying more Dogecoin. No free lunches here. Hit the like. That's your payment, right? You smashed the like button. Flying touch. Smashed. Happy for Wei. CDC fled the country over 42 Dogecoin. He's not going to show up because he doesn't want to pay me 42 Dogecoin, which nobody knew that I'm actually going to turn around and give it to you guys. Yeah, I picked Philadelphia to win the Super Bowl. He was all Kansas City, Kansas City. Anybody else could have taken that bet, but I took it. I don't really gamble and bet on sports. That was actually my only gamble on the Super Bowl, was here with CDC for 42 Dogecoin. That was it. I will start buying in March, FM. After I get moved in, then I will start buying again. You're printing the wanted posters? Yeah, because you want some of that Doge, don't you, Ron? I know. Maybe I'll do 2 giveaways for 21 Doge each. I know it's not a great number, not like 42, but I'll give it out in 2 batches. Chucky Schumer, big mad. Schumer dances like you. Oh, God. Right? The politicians that scream the loudest steal the most. Agreed. Agreed. Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin. Kaka. Outperforms Bitcoin. We've shown it again and again and again. You just look at the last year. We showed this on the last stream. BTC, Bitcoin, Dogecoin in the last year. Dogecoin is in red. Bitcoin is in blue. Dogecoin better than Bitcoin. So you cannot say Dogecoin follows Bitcoin around on a leash. It doesn't. These are the times you want to be in Doge, when they go on these big runs. Now, Doge is trailing off, right? As I've said, it goes down at a higher rate than Bitcoin goes down. But when it pumps, Doge is where you want to be. When it pumps, Doge is where you want to be. So Doge is up 200% over the past year. Bitcoin is up 100% over the past year, outperforming Bitcoin 2-to-1. And that is consistent as you go back in time all the way to 2013. Dogecoin has outperformed Bitcoin. Now you can cherry pick like certain time frames where Bitcoin has done better, mostly in the bear markets. But that's just bear market stuff. When am I moving into my new house? A week from Wednesday. 9 more days. 9 more days. Moving in. We cannot wait. You're making memes. I see occasional of them. I haven't been on X that much, Max. You want to email them to me? You can email me memes if you want. I just don't have a lot of time on X. Usually I get on and get off. You want that elusive dollar? Not going to buy a Jeep? I wouldn't buy a Jeep either. I've been in way too many Jeeps that all have problems. You're reading The Art of the Deal. I've never read that book. I don't know if I have a desire to read it. Yeah. But yet there are some who love their Jeeps. Well, there you go. There were some funny commercials. Subscribe to reach 1 million Doge. The more subscribers I get, right? Trump has a good approval rating. Well, I don't think that's actually the approval rating. I think that is the percentage of American people who like what he's doing, because that's what he campaigned on, right? But that's not the so-called approval rating. The last I heard, the approval rating was at like 55%. So just to clarify that, that's what I heard. If you don't like and subscribe, you're not going to make it. Thank you, Raven. NGMI. NGMI. I like that. That's what I say. NGMI. Whales are buying. There's always whales buying, or they're just transfers of coins from wallet to wallet. They can never really tell when those are actual buys or transfers. It's just coins moving around on a blockchain. Takes like 3 to 5 days for your node to get caught up to the Doge network. If any of you want to run a node. Takes up 186 gigabytes. I do have a computer that does have available disk space. Maybe I'll get one of those Doge boxes, huh? You're welcome, Jay. We'll swing by tomorrow. I will be live tomorrow. I dedicate like 500 gigabytes if transactions begin to ramp up. Yeah, you don't want to run out of space and have your node go down. That is true. I think it's about such pay. Exactly, Djar. I think that is all about such pay. I mean, he even showed test transaction. If you go onto his X account and you scroll down, scroll, blah, 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 blah. If you scroll down, you get to this. What a Doge Connect payment request looks like from such pay. And then he reposts it, baby steps to a better checkout experience. Doge Connect is an open protocol we're working on for requesting payments with rich information about what you are paying for. So that is such pay. It all ties together. And then what they do is they take whatever the dollar value is and they reprice it in Dogecoin on the app. So you're paying the actual Doge amount. That's basically what it does. Is it like, I don't know how it uses like an API to whatever the current price of Dogecoin is versus the dollar or whatever currency you're in, but there's some magic there that gets you to these prices. 15 Doge for a cold brew coffee. 15 Doge. Would you buy a cold brew coffee for 15 Doge? What's that, about $3? Yeah, 3.5. KrissPax. What is the biggest green candle climb you've ever witnessed watching it live? April 16th. Well, actually, no, the January 28th was pretty big too. But yeah, April. I've been bottling a dad joke. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Shorting Nikola stock. Yeah, they're going to bankruptcy, but I don't short. I think a lot of people are doing it though. You were live in 20 when it pumped 120%. Big candle. Doge goes on a lot of them. Pepe will never go to a penny. Way too many Pepe tokens out there. The Department of Government Efficiency keeps publicizing all the waste and people are saying it's lies. How brainwashed can you be? I know. They're not going to make it. Like I say, I have a lot of my dear friends on Facebook and they're all saying that MSNBC brainwash crap over and over again. I'm just like, oh God, stop watching that channel. Don't listen to Rachel Maddow. Come on. And there was no auditing at all. The money just went. The whole condom thing was hilarious. And then all these people on like talking about how they actually can use condoms to make like weapons, bombs and things. It's just like, oh yeah, that's what it was going for. Is ADA pumping? No. 70 cents though. Oh, it had one green candle up when you posted this and it came right back down. That's kind of the world we're in right now. Sorry to hear. Big green candle up and all the way back down. There's just no momentum for a huge breakout of anything right now. It's just not there, unfortunately. You just got on. How about them Eagles? I know. I picked them. Well, Mahomes shat the bed. You were big mad? Yeah, just a game. For me, it was fun to watch Mahomes scramble around, get sacked like 5 times or whatever. And then at the end, he throws some bomb into the end zone to make the point spread not look so bad. It's like, why? You lost, dude. I'm turning into a degen gambler. Well, I haven't sold all my crypto. Still have a lot of Dogecoin. Got some Bitcoin, some ETH, some Litecoin, the stupid Trump token, some Crow, and Peak. That's my portfolio now. Not degen gambling. Although I'm still watching Megal. Megal dropped down to 50, went back up to 52. Maybe the beginning of March when I got some cash available. Megal will be back in the 40s and I'll buy in again. You know a guy, Bruce? You know a guy. Yeah. You in the Treasure Island Syndicate, right? I know about you, Bruce. I know. Hope we see some incline in Doge's price. I like that. Incline. I'll take that. Trump never said winning was going to be easy, and he did say that. Of course it outperforms Bitcoin. Simple maths. And yet there's another Jurassic Park movie. Can you believe it? Yet another one. It's like every movie preview they had is a remake or just another of a series. Nothing original. They just keep remaking crap over and over again. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, running again. Okay, I've seen that like 6 times. Do I really need to see it again? Do I really need to see that? You hope they're acceptable, Max. I just keep posting them on X. I'll look for them. Is my background for YouTube videos going to be different in the new house? Yes. Will it have a Doge mural? No. Ms. KrissPax would not approve of a Doge mural. But I'll think of something tasteful. It's got to be tasteful. The office is like, you come in the front door and like the office is like right there. It's like the first room you see. She wouldn't be happy. Can I rent you a room payable? VP is panicking. You can't panic. Hey, Lucky, how are you? Haven't stopped by in a while? Mainly focused on Dogecoin. Crypto journey is going to involve me eventually just forgetting. You've got Bitcoin for about 10 years. Acronym of the day. Yes, DD. Not going to make it. Doge BTC from 2016. Sure. I don't know if the Doge BTC on here goes back that far, but let's check. It's a Binance version. Yeah, there we go. It does. Goes all the way back to 2014. Of course, we have the craziness here in white that we looked at before. That was the January explosion. But yes, from January 2014, Doge has outperformed Bitcoin by over 500%. By over 500%. So yeah, of course, 2021 was this total explosion. But you can see the patterns that it does, right? It goes on a pump, and then it comes down, curls up. Goes on a pump, comes down, curls up. Goes on a pump, comes down, curls up. Goes on a pump, comes down. It's about ready to curl up again, which means another pump is coming. That's what I see. Right now, just kind of hanging out. Doge. NGMI is the special message of the day. Okay. Kulo merged with Virgo. Doge Elon Mars. Oh, Imre. Well, good luck. Hey, if it goes on a sudden spike, I would sell it because it's just Doge Elon Mars is not going to make it. But take whatever profits you can when you got them. I'll say that. Not financial advice. You're poor because you buy 15 Doge coffees. It's like Graham Stephan, right? You need to make your own coffee. Don't go buying coffee. Make your own. Still waiting on hearing about the ETF. Haven't heard anything back yet from the SEC. I don't think you get any Doge for running a node. You're just helping out the network. So, but maybe I'll get both. Rachel Maddow is Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is going all Democrat. And I say it's completely for the 2028 presidential run. He's going to run as a Democrat. I said it like a year ago. It was so obvious, sucking up to all the Dems. Yeah, see, Masood, that's why you can't always do what I do. Everybody all getting upset, like, you didn't tell me you did this. And I'm just like, when I do, see what happens? Not financial advice. I used to search Doge and get Dogecoin, but now you have to actually search for Dogecoin. And you know what happens when you search for Dogecoin? I show up. You see KrissPax all over the place. I love it. I've got that SEO, search engine optimization, working for Dogecoin. You search on Dogecoin, you get KrissPax. It's awesome. You enjoyed watching Taylor Swift get booed? How much have I made off of Megal? I don't know exactly how much I made off of Megal. Megal. Magic Empire Global Limited. What a great stock. You can see like it barely even trades sometimes. But it's these big spikes you want to look for. It trades down below 50 cents. This was like 46 cents. And it goes on a run and then trades back down. Some of the runs aren't as big. This one went up to 78 cents, and then it came back down. And it always comes down somewhere in the 40s. We go back, we can see again. Well, it's what it's been doing now but it's always done these spikes and come back down. It's always done that. So, yeah, buy in the 40s again and wait for the next big spike up. And you sell, and you buy back in again. That's Megal. I don't put a lot into it. A couple $1,000. Then I either make 1,000 or 2,000. James Bond? Nah, I don't think so. Don't quite have it. Whatever it is that you need to be. A drop-down mural. She would never know. Exactly. She would never know. Have it on for the streams and then pull it back up. Oh, it's good. If everyone had some Doge, the world would be happier. I know, right? You got to be happy. Except for the bears out there. There's some of you that bought Doge up in the 40s, and now it's down in the 20s, and you're a bear. I will continue the lives. Not going anywhere. Your new van is coming. Nice, Harry. I feel something is brewing, Oscar. Give it a week or two. Pump it up. Remember, pump up the jam? Pump it up, pump it up. 1989, probably. 88, 89. That's my guess. Before some of you guys were born. Is it a good idea to convert your Bitcoin to Doge? The only thing I can say is, well, two things I can say. One, you probably never want to do all of it at one time, right? It's not an all or nothing thing. But I look at this chart, which is the Doge Bitcoin trading pair. And if you see Bitcoin dump back down where Dogecoin stays level, and let's say it's below this blue line, which I call 20. Right now we're at 26. But if it comes back below 20, that's probably when you want to do it. Maybe early 90s. Yeah, DD. Maybe early 90s. But that's how you can look at the trading pair. See, now I gotta know. It's Mars, right? Pump up the jam. Oh, Technotronic. Song by Technotronic. Pump up the jam. Ha! Oh man, Kriss is good. It was released as a single on 18 August 1989. 1989. It reached number 2 in the United Kingdom in late 1989. Pump up the jam. Pump it up. Pump it up. Technotronic. Yeah, Mark Cuban's a sellout. Still trying to learn. New to crypto. You've got 2 Doge. 2? I want something with small market cap to hopefully hit. 2 Doge is like 50 cents. Do you really only have 50 cents worth of crypto, Jared? I mean, it's a start. I get it, but look for dips. See if you can buy a little more. Again, only with not financial advice. Only willing what you're willing to risk. How can I get my opinion of a coin? Is it okay to ask here? Sure, you can ask. It's still not financial advice. Remember that. I buy Megal on Robinhood, Jeffrey. On Robinhood. You think Trump's going all the way down to $1? What is it at now? It's at like 15. $15.82. This has been just down since the creation and the big pump from $70 all the way down, just bleeding out. Yikes. I bought somewhere in here, 34, right around there. Kriss is not going to make it with Trump token. Ouch. Where did that red candle come from on the Doge chart? The spikes in Megal are sporadic. It's not consistent. It's very random. You're missing class. This is class right here. You're in class right now, Orbit. This is class. That Mike Davis dude, I haven't heard about him. I haven't heard about him since 2021. The Lord and all. He was very religious. I do remember that. You got a little more Doge, Susan? There is no Pax coin, Pepito. There's no Pax coin. Where did Harry 2.0 come from? That's a good question. He's a clone. I'll bet he's a clone. The clone wars are coming. Harry 2.0 is just the start. YouTubers are useless. Yeah, the problem when you're in Boston, though, you go into nature, it's freaking cold. It's cold. It's too cold. So I do this. My history of popular music. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's a very eclectic set of music I listen to. Very eclectic. Technotronic was from the EU somewhere. Could be Netherlands. Grayscale is going after an ADA ETF now? Sure they are. You were 8 months old, AJ. You were just a wee lad. When I was dancing in the clubs to pump up the jam. The Doge ETF still needs to get approved, Harry, and it could be months upon months upon months. Tectonic. I don't know what tectonic is, Hakar. Sorry. I'll bet you it means 2 cryptos. I get it. I was like, 2 Dogecoin. What? Ugh. One of these days, the Trump token will have a big, massive impulse. It does have the setup of one of those, right? Just like when people were fading Fartcoin, it's all of a sudden it starts to move again. But Trump could really move. Following the Bitcoin loads. Bitcoin going down too. A little bit. Okay, you own two different cryptos, Doge and Jasmy. The coin you want to ask about is ZBEC. I do not know what ZBEC is. What is ZBEC? No such thing. If it doesn't show up on TradingView, I don't touch it. It's probably some token. You can go on CoinMarketCap. You can type it up here in the search. ZBEC. ZBE Raccoon. Is that it? ZBE Coon? Some Solana meme token? ZBEC? Or one of these other ZBECs? They're nothing. These things are nothing. See, nothing here. Yeah, you might want to stay with like the top 100 and not go chasing those tokens, Jared. Especially you're new. Not financial advice, but man, you don't want to get wrecked. The red candle is CDC selling his 42 Doge. He's not going to come to the stream. He's not going to show up. 42 Doge just did him in. I wonder how many other bets he made with other people, though, going Kansas City. He could be hurting. He could be hurting. Trump's got 4 years to make history. I'll be following and holding his token until 2028. Doge going to drop to 20 cents on the new lows. I think Trump coin already topped. There are many who believe that. And that's what I get for buying Trump over Doge. And I did say, if instead of buying the 25 other cryptos, even though some I did pretty well on, Jasmy was my biggest, outperformed Doge from the time I bought it. I would have actually made more money if I just bought Doge. If I had just bought Doge. Again, started buying particularly for this effort, end of 2022 through the summer of 2023. And if I had just bought Dogecoin, I would probably have maybe $500,000 more. And I only know that because I'm stupid and I looked it up. Which I shouldn't have done because I really didn't want to know that. But now I know. I probably lost $500,000 because I went, oh yeah, I'm going to do Arbitrum and Optimism. These layer 2 ETH things are going to be awesome. No, they weren't. Should have just bought Doge. You're a Tesla bot? Harry Fart Coin? For the most part, Kaka, yes. Doge will follow Bitcoin, especially when we have the sideways action. I'll bet if I flip over to the Bitcoin chart, that's a green candle. Oh, it just turned to red. Oh, it's red. Yeah, same thing. Following Bitcoin. There's a Robinhood meme. Of course there is. 50,000 tokens a day are made on Solana on Pump.fun. 50,000 tokens a day. And you wonder where all the money goes. You drove through Boston, went down to IKEA. That's a fun store. You can get lost in there. You can literally get lost in there, but those cinnamon rolls are so good. Oh, did you get a cinnamon roll? Had to get a cinnamon roll. Go to IKEA. Mm-mm. The liquidation map for Bitcoin is looking like Bitcoin's going to drop to 96K. 96K. Trump officially orders 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum. We knew that was coming. ZBCN. Okay, Jarrett. Z B C N. ZBCN. This seems to be a foreign thing, the ZBEC network. ZBEC protocol. It's at 0.0009. I don't know what this is. It has been trading for a long time. Since April 2024. So about a year old. Had initial run up here at like 0.003. Now it's lost to zero. I'm sorry, gained to zero. And it's at 0.0009. It doesn't trade on Coinbase or Binance. You can get on crypto.com. ZBCN, the ZBEC network. Well, good luck with it. You're buying down at the bottom. That's for sure. Looks like it's up a little bit today. But I guess if you get this, anything under 0.001 looks like a buy. But again, I don't know what this thing does. Good luck. Meanwhile, Doge is just flat. I won the bet. I do not know what's for dinner tonight because I was working in my office. I had a meeting. The meeting was supposed to be done at 4 o'clock. It went all the way to 4:30. So I started late on the stream and I didn't even go out and see what was going on. So it's a surprise. It's a surprise tonight. Dinner surprise. Those wings were good last night, though. Oh, man. That was good. Not too hot. Nice and spicy. Is CDC in disguise? He's hanging out under a new YouTube logo, right? Created a new YouTube account so he could come in here and listen and not be found out. That 42 Doge, man. I know, the degens making millions overnight while you wait and hold Dogecoin for 4 years. You do all the right things. Yeah, you didn't buy in at the right time, though, Stephen. I told you when to buy in a year and a half ago. I told everybody when to buy in, and we were buying live during KrissPax Live a year and a half ago, saying, guys, this is it. And I even, on my stream and in my charts, I was like, guys, this is a gift. I couldn't have pointed it out any better here, August and September. And I said, this is a gift. This is a gift, guys. Some of you will remember that. Gift. That was the last chance to buy in at that price. I know some of you did. Gift. It's all about when you buy. If you bought up here in the 40s and now it's in the 20s, you're not happy. If you bought 4 years ago in 2021 when it was spiking up, but I get it. Now you're here. What are you going to do? Well, we've looked at the heat map. We know what's going on in the news. Not going to be any big spikes this week. I can see that. And we might even have a big dip along the way. Or a medium-sized dip. Bitcoin only has to go down to 96K to get those big chunk of those leverage longs, which I think it's probably going to do. So I can take that line and actually move it about where I think, right there, 96K. That's the magnet right there. That white line, white dotted line there. That's where Bitcoin's going to hit. At what point did CDC regret making all those bets? Buy Doge, nothing else. Learn from the Pax mistake. That was a $500,000 mistake. But I had fun doing it. The Jasmy was really good. 10x on Jasmy. That was pretty good. Candle interpretation. I don't do any candle interpretations. The candles just show you what happened with the trading. That's all. Camels. That's all you've been seeing. A lot of camels there, huh, Rayton? You see, you shouldn't have gotten that car. Getting that car was a mistake. You should have just ridden camels around everywhere. Jacob says, we get through the first phase of Trump's presidency, which is going to be chaotic. Things are going to calm down. Crypto market's going to rebound and go crazy. Elon Musk has given us the name recognition. We could have that. Wild crypto bet, Doge to $1,000. Dogecoin's market cap would be way too big for that. $1 Doge party. It's in Boston. Still there. Ooh, Orbit. I'm not the first person who asked you if you got a cinnamon roll. Yeah. That is the thing to do when you go to IKEA, is you get a cinnamon roll. And you can split it. You don't have to buy 3 because your kids are really little, so they get a little bit. Yeah. When's it going to happen? $1. When's it going to happen? I know. I gave you a hint in my 2025 Dogecoin price prediction video. Chicken parm pizza. I don't know about that. That's, yeah. The gift, yes. Price isn't going to go back down there. I do not see that happening. Only thing you can do, buy more Doge. That's what I will be doing. Win some, you lose some. Well, Stephen, you bought in when it was under a penny. I'm up, but Doge was supposed to get me out of car and school debt. $1 Doge is all I need. So, Stephen, what you got to do at this point is just relax on the price, not worry about that, and have a little fun with it, because Doge is fun. I know it's money, but it's also fun. Got a great community. Do only good every day. Hey, bro, Tej, we're hanging out. We're trying to figure out if the sell-off is over. Kind of going sideways. False hopes wasted my time. Yeah, and you can't think like that, Stephen. You really can't. We talk a lot about four-year cycles. We talk a lot about profit taking as well. And you just got to learn that, figure that out. And you've been in for a long time. It's your 5th year now in crypto. Will Doge help Israel? I don't know how Doge can help Israel specifically. There are probably Doge holders in Israel, though, and there's probably a little Doge community there that, at least for some of the people in Israel, can keep people happy. I see that. Is the alt season ruined? We've been talking about that. Yep. We talked about that yesterday. Too many tokens. Yes. But that doesn't mean alts can't go on runs, particularly Dogecoin. If Doge gets a catalyst, it can run. It still has that power. We saw it in November. 200% rise in Doge. That can happen again. You heard to get the meatballs at IKEA. You can have meatballs on pizza. The bear market is here, says Joliek. What is the opinion in America about cryptocurrencies? Depends on who you ask, Pepito. I would say the US government is trying to still figure that out. Looks like they're going to go the stablecoin route first for the digital dollar, not a CBDC, but just a digital dollar on an open blockchain. That's going to be the recommendation. So that's a good first step. Bitcoin as a digital gold store of value, that'll probably come with that strategic reserve initiative. What they do with everything else, we don't know yet. Spaghetti pizza was the best. Spaghetti pizza, I never had that. Tej, do I know about you? No, I just saw your name. I called you Tej. You're a producer, I guess. You're investing now. Can't wait till I get my tax. A lot of people waiting for their tax returns. I'm hearing that more and more. People waiting for their tax returns. So maybe we will see some good buying this spring. People get their tax returns. They buy a little crypto, thinking that it's still down for this cycle. It's going to go higher. Maybe there's something to that. Doge has been stable since last Sunday. So for a week, it's been stable. Robinhood doesn't have crypto shorting. So no, you cannot short Dogecoin on Robinhood. And for you, I would say you can't short Doge anywhere. What do you want to short Dogecoin for? The fun, lovable coin with the dog on it, and you want to short it? What? Buy the dip before the next dip. Alex, we've been looking at support. We've got a couple support lines. So this is 24 cents. It's pretty good support. This yellow line here. Oh, let me get your note out of the way. This yellow line, 24 support. Hit it on Friday. Hit it again on Sunday. So, and then if it drops below that, it's 20 cents, which was just over a week ago on the big dip. So, but 24 cents is holding pretty well right now. Investment in crypto has turned into our last resort to save our country. Well, good luck. Teach. Tej on the grind. The hybrid guy, how are you? What price did you get out of DJT? Well, I swung traded. I did some swing trading on it, so I don't remember the last. I'd have to go into my Robinhood app because I was buying and selling on Robinhood. So, and then I can tell you the prices on DJT. So let's go DJT. There we go. Because Robinhood just keeps all your information with you. So DJT, I sold at 39.18. I bought at 25.77. Before that, I sold at 40.43. But I had bought at $15.60. So I went from $15.60 up to $40, sold, bought back at 25, and then sold at 39. And that amassed me about $80,000 in profit. $77,000 in profit by doing 2 swing trades on DJT. What does DJT do? That's Donald J. Trump. That is Donald J. Trump. And that's the stock. It's officially called his Media and Technology Group. What does it actually do? I don't know. It's Donald J. Trump stock. I bought it before the inauguration. I rode it until Inauguration Day. And I did 1 swing trade in there in the middle. Swing trading. Showing. Right. Showing. That was awesome. I put in about $19,000 and I ended up with $94,000. Showing. No updates yet on Dogecoin ETFs. There are now 3 that have been filed. So it's with the SEC now. They have been filed for. So I wonder if Tim Stebbing, Dogecoin Foundation, announcement about Doge is tied with that 40 million. No, has nothing to do with it. That whole Elon advertisement thing was a rumor. Somebody made it up. There was no truth to it. There never was going to be Elon ads about Doge. Just like 4 years ago, same thing happened in 2021. All this hype about Elon Musk Dogecoin ads, the Super Bowl, never happened. I started crypto on my 5,000 tax return back in 2017. It has grown a lot since then. I bet it has now. MoonPie looking for 12 cents. 12. Yes, DJT. People should look up bull run history comparison. It's definitely not over. I believe that, Cody. Absolutely. Yeah. It was just a rumor. Somebody started a rumor based on nothing. And then all of a sudden it took off on Twitter, like stupid rumors do. There was never any ad. You can speak to Mom Taz in our HR department. Mom Taz, not going to make it. Mert out. Yes. That was a good one. Mert out. Don't mean to be negative. Just been looking forward to the day I can reverse disrespect my boss to his face. Yeah, see, that's the wrong way to think too, Steve. I'm sorry. It's just the wrong way to think. You don't want to get into that. just quietly chuckle to yourself, say goodbye, and go do your thing and enjoy your life. That is not doing only good every day. It really will allow you to feel better. Alex, you're new to trading. If I just started investing small amount of money, do I put it on my taxes? Oh, you've got a lot to learn, Alex. So it only goes on your taxes when you sell. And you sell for a profit or a loss. There's a lot of discussion to be had about that. I did a whole video on that back in December. We had an epic crypto and Dogecoin live stream talking all about taxes back in December. So, and you need to Google a lot and read a lot to understand how trading works and where taxes get involved. So do a little research, get going on that, and then come back and ask some more questions. I'll be glad to help you. Doge. I know it costs 3 cents to make a penny. So why are we going to make any more pennies? He's not eliminating them. We're just not going to make any more. We're just not going to make any more. So start hoarding your pennies. They're going to get scarce so that you can sell each penny for 3 cents, because that's about what it'll be worth. Start hoarding your pennies, everybody. Pennies are the future. If I got a great investment idea for you, it's called the penny. Guaranteed to 3x your investment. And then, yes. And then he's not going to make it. Am I bullish on Doge? Yes, I am. So much so, I'm starting to buy back in next month. Got to get my coin count back up. I expect big things in the future. I'm not messing around. Not messing around. Minnesota is a state that does the bare minimum. Finding corruption is important. The fact that they said to delete some. Yeah. Well, I mean, Tim Walz is your governor, right? That guy's trouble. That guy is trouble. There's no books, Alex. You're not going to learn from a book. Best to do YouTube videos and just follow a bunch of people on X that are doing trading and learn that way. Book is just not, especially if you're thinking about cryptocurrency. But if you don't even know stock trading, maybe you should start there. Something a little less risky. Because crypto is very risky. Big wild swings, shaking people out. Maybe you start with some stocks. If you believe in Tesla, buy a little Tesla on the dip. And learn there. That's what I did first. I did a lot of stock trading, even some stock swing trading, was doing all that before I even touched cryptocurrency. I'll be rich if I just sell my pennies. Just think, got 100 pennies, you could sell them for $2. You doubled your money. Woohoo! Woo-hoo! That's big time. We should hear February 20th or 21st for Mr. Stebbing. What's he going to say? What's the whole deal? What's the plan for Dogecoin? Such pay? Is it really such pay? I think it is. I know, Tim Walz. In the future, everybody is going to be like, Tim who? Maybe some people in Minnesota might remember him, but other than that, coach, I don't know. Seemed a little odd. Much excite. It's coming. A mobile home in Tennessee. I do not recommend buying a mobile home in Tennessee. No. First, you're buying in a state where real estate prices really don't go up, and you're just buying a mobile home, so you don't even own the land, right? Typically, you're renting a place or something to put your mobile home. Not going to make it. Not going to make it. Can I have you repeat all that you said in the beginning? John. Yeah. I had a nice little presentation at the beginning. It was like 5 minutes. It was pretty short. And you got to go past the moon to get to Mars. Moon first. Pennies for Doge. Yeah, well, now it costs you 25 pennies to buy a Dogecoin. Wasn't it Ben & Jerry's? I think it was Ben & Jerry's. The penny and red tape bureaucracy, never heard back. Somebody said they won one of the daily things and they never got paid their Dogecoin. That's pretty bad. So if the such pay thing turns out to be true, I don't know, Darren. I can't do a price prediction on one thing. I was saying like maybe by the end of the month, we pump back up to 40 cents. That would be awesome. Yes, it's actually called such pay. You can go on to X and you can look up such pay. They are a real thing. Such pay. Dogecoin payments, instant, secure, simple. Get ready. Dogecoin accepted here, powered by such pay. There it is. So apparently this thing is all made based on guidance from the Dogecoin Foundation. It looks like a pretty cool app. Will Doge price go up? So we'll see. Is this going to like totally be in all the news? Probably not. I'm just lowering people's expectations from what Tim Stebbing said because, yeah. What's going on, Bart? Doge just hanging out, going sideways. Yeah, Bruce. I actually like Haagen-Dazs. I've never been a Ben & Jerry's ice cream fan, personally. Little too, I don't know. It's like too much stuff in there. I just never really liked like the Chunky Monkey, and I just, not my thing. Haagen-Dazs, nice, simple, good flavor. That's good ice cream. Why is it called red tape? Grok. Why is it called red tape? How do you spell bureaucracy? Oh, yeah. Pure. Hope you spelled it right. Bureaucracy. Be rude. Oh, for F's sake. Do I really need to explain this to you? Fine. Let's get this over with. The term red tape bureaucracy comes from the annoying practice of using literal red tape. Yes. actual effing red ribbon to tie up legal or official documents back in the day. This was a thing in places like 16th century England and Spain, where bureaucrats were so obsessed with their precious paperwork that they'd wrap it up in red tape to make it look all official. Of course, this tedious, time-consuming BS became a metaphor for the endless, soul-crushing, and often pointless procedures that bureaucracies love to shove down your throat. That is how you get the answer, is you just tell Grok to be rude. And he tells it like it is. So there you go. So when people bitch about red tape, they're basically saying the system is drowning in unnecessary bureaucratic nonsense that slows everything the F down. You gotta love Grok. That's like the best thing ever. Grok. Right, what the heck is such pay? Looks like it's going to be the future of Dogecoin. You don't know much about Doge, halftime. You got to hang out here with KrissPax. Got to hang out. We're looking for that next dip. Looking for the dip. Such pay allows Doge transactions to take like a second or two instead of a minute. Yes. And my investigative work I did on Saturday is all summed up in this video right there. That's called "This is Huge for Dogecoin." So you can watch that video and what I thought about such pay. It's all in that video. I'm thinking it's kind of a layer 2 on top of Doge, is what I think it is. Layer 2. So it doesn't have to wait for the mining, confirmation. I'm not going to get into some of this stuff. The Bluebell is probably the best ice cream I've had. I don't know about Bluebell. DB, is that a regional thing? I do not know of Bluebell ice cream. Ben and Jerry's are anti-police. They're kind of out there. Monica's listening from the other room, laughing. You always have to ask Grok to be rude when you ask him a question. You just say, be rude, and then he gives it to you straight. It's the best way. Yeah, halftime. We were just talking about possible dips. If it dips below 24 cents, could dip down to 20 cents. But when? Halftime. I'm not a crystal ball. I can't. If I knew exactly when something was going to dip and how far it was going to dip, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys. I'd be a billionaire, multi-billionaire. If I knew when things were going to happen and how far it was going to go up or down, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys. I'd be cha-chinging my way to billionaire status. So that's the lesson of the day. I don't know if it's going to drop, dude. Or hey, how am I supposed to know that? It's going to get down now, time to rebuy. Well, if you are swing trading, that's up to you. I love Bluebell. Your favorite, Susan? I do not know this Bluebell ice cream that you talk of. You like the Haagen-Dazs mango. Are we going to 69 cents? Be rude. How the F would I know that, Raiden? Yeah, super gay liberals. They probably do that. It's probably how they got started. Bitcoin's daily chart for the last 4 days shows clear manipulation. Yep. It's all about the leverage. all about the leverage, which is why I think we're going to see $96,000 Bitcoin. Look at that. Look at these big, bright yellow lines here. Just ripe for the picking. Just ripe for the picking. $96,000. They might even get down to like 95.9. Get that last one down there, 95.9. It's all right there. It's coming. Or hey, 2,700 Dogecoin is good for you. Everybody has a different financial position in life. For some people, 2,700 Dogecoin is nothing. For others, it's a lot. Everybody's in a different financial position. No way, Billy can't predict either? I thought Billy knew everything, Soros. He gets really frustrated. He must have been asked that question millions of times. Millions of times. Bluebell's a Texas thing. The best made pickles. Wow. Better that than $26.99. Yeah. $26.99. Thank you, Susan. Appreciate it. Being a billionaire would be cool, though, wouldn't it? No, I'm very happy with the house. We're going to enjoy it very much, and you'll be seeing it. You'll be seeing it in about a week and a half from now. I'll be out for a couple days, getting moved. On the 19th and the 20th, getting the new Verizon set up. So I won't have internet for a couple days. And then you'll see the new office. It's going to be nice. Yeah, Morkfet, I wish it would run too. It's going to in time. It's like playing ping pong. True dat. You're asking me XRP or Doge. You have a lot to learn halftime. Do your research on what XRP is. And then you will know what I think. LFG. Mia and Datum. Wait a second. Chris can't tell the future? What? He already predicted Doge is going to 1 million. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm not going to make it. I'll make sure I come by and open your door and say hello. I'm not going to do a house tour. No, you will see what you see in my office. And that is it. All right, guys, that's what we got. Hey, look, it's a sideways market. But I think we're going to see a Bitcoin dip down to 96K. The heat map is telling me that. So with that, Doge will probably drop down below 25 cents. Unfortunately, that's probably coming as well. I hope everybody has a great evening, though, on this Monday. For some of you, it might already be Tuesday morning. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'll be live again Tuesday afternoon. So come and join. We'll have some more fun. Hopefully, we got some more price action going on. Until then, have a good one. See you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.